the month of Ramadan. Now the month is gone. Now the month is gone and He will ask us to do much less. Are we going to do more or less? He's asking us to do much less now. In the month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us to give up even the halal things. Food and drink is halal all year round. But during Ramadan, during the daytime hours, we gave up the food and drink. We gave up the halal for the sake of Allah. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to give up the haram after Ramadan, to give up the haram. And I know this masjid is packed, 7,000 people, and we have 5 jama'ats. That's, do the calculation, right? 35,000 people coming for Eid Salah in this one masjid. But where are those people for the Fard Salah? Where are those people for the 5 times a day Salah? In all of the masjids, if everyone turned up for the Fard, and this prayer is not a Fard, according to the vast majority, this prayer is a Sunnah. But what about the Fard that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked us to do? If we, and I know there's mainly two groups of people in this congregation, just generally. There are those who before Ramadan, they were practicing. And they are practicing. And they fulfill the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the best of their ability. At least they do the fara'id. They do the fard. They do the obligatory, the salah, and to pay the zakat if it's due. Or they go on hajj when it becomes due. They stay away from the haram as much as possible. Then there's another group of people. And I know they are amongst us. And we see them and we meet them. They don't pray. Before Ramadan, they don't do the fard prayer. They don't worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as we should be worshipped. Not even the basics. Or sometimes they pray, sometimes they don't. But when the month of Ramadan comes, they all fast. They all fast. Because of, it's a habit, it's a cultural thing. What will my family say? What will my friends say at work or school or university? It's a cultural thing. It's a peer pressure that forces people to fast as well. And maybe it's a habit from a young childhood. Or maybe people just starting. But even in Ramadan, some people miss the salah. Even in Ramadan. And even if they pray in Ramadan, they have the intention not to pray after Ramadan. Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here that do takbir. In these ayahs, Allah is saying, وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ. To do takbir of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To glorify Him, to magnify Him. How can we do takbir of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then have the intention that as soon as Ramadan is finished, I will not be praying. As soon as Ramadan is finished, I will go back to my old ways. Dear brothers and sisters, the greatest obligation on this ummah is as-salah, is the prayer. The 5 times a day prayer is the greatest obligation on the ummah. If you are in this congregation and you are not praying 5 times a day, then there's nothing to celebrate today. There is nothing to celebrate today. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قَالَ إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only accepts the ibadah, the worship, the acts of good deeds from the muttaqeen. How can you be amongst the muttaqeen, those who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who implement His